The one thing I kept in mind through my entire time in South Africa is that I am older than this country's constitution, than this country's democracy. And so when you visit this country and you look at it through that lens, it's actually kind of amazing. Okay, so I am currently packing for my trip to South Africa. That's crazy to say out loud, but I'm saying it out loud because it's true. That's where I'm going. So what I'm doing is I am using compression packing cubes. I ended up buying 2 sets. These, they're by Bag Smart. So like here's big ones too. Like there's a nice big one. And then like medium ones. And then these long ones for like your underwear, bras, intimates. Here we go. Here's where the magic happens. We're gonna, are we seeing this magic? I don't think we are. So we have here 12 shirts. The modern day history of South Africa is a familiar one to Americans because it's a history of colonization.
This is KwaZulu-Natal province. KwaZulu, place of the Zulus. Natal, because Vasco da Gama came here in 1497 during Christmas time. In Portuguese, they say Terra de Natal, which simply means a Christmas city or a Christmas country. So that's where Natal comes from. So above all, you are more than welcome. Feel at home. You are at home. This is Durban. The city is called Durban. It's named after Sir Benjamin D. Durban. Yes, of course, he was British. The Zulus have a name for this area. They call it eThekwini.
The Portuguese, the Netherlands, the British, the Germans all had a hand in shaping what South Africa is today. And if you come to the country, you'll feel it. You'll notice who is occupying spaces, who stares and who doesn't. Just in case y'all can't hear me, I'll go ahead and just use this microphone because it is a little bit loud here, but we'll see how it goes. This is actually a big first for me. I'm usually at conferences that are more about filmmaking, storytelling, etc. This was part of coming with the South African Tourism Board, was to come to this conference and get to interact with the different vendors and partners of not only the South African Tourism Board, but also other countries across the continent as well. This entire conference is all about building partnerships across the diaspora to promote opportunities to travel. Honestly, y'all, I'm just taking it in. This has been such an amazing opportunity to just connect. And also it's shown me how, I think in the United States, we tend to have this thought process that the continent is inaccessible. And it's been very fascinating to be here on this first day and see just how wrong that notion is. The other struggle is Stephanie is very hungry. She cannot find food. I'm so grateful that Stephanie and I did the principal filming for Complexion of Law before coming here to South Africa together, because then we already kind of had an experience of just what it meant to be around each other for long periods of time. And so yeah, Stephanie's fun to travel with. I can go on record, I can definitely say that. Stephanie is a hoot. Stephanie's here. Hello. This is the most people have seen of your body in a video, because you don't be showing your body in a
talking
video.
head. If you want to feel good about yourself, come to South Africa, because the women here are so enthusiastically complimentary.
That is true. But the fits have been fitting.
Thank you.
And you got up immediately.
Hold on, I was like, I'm going to show my shoe, but I was like, shoe.
But what South Africa has done that the US hasn't is atone, and build that atonement into its constitution. Section 9 of their constitution explicitly prohibits discrimination based on race, gender, sex, religion, disability, and other identifiers. Their constitution mandates affirmative action and emphasizes human dignity. One thing you can be unapologetically in South Africa is queer. In fact, in 2006, they were the 5th country in the world to legalize same-sex marriage, and the first on the continent of Africa. It wasn't legalized across the US until 2015. Just a reminder. That was really amazing. You should definitely come here if you've never been. It's a beautiful sculpture. Like, wow. Breathtaking.
Good. I like the words that they chose. Describing him in order. It was character first.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, see, bring the joy.
Mm-hmm. The Pocket 3 is Pocket 3. Real quick, let's talk tech. The Pocket 3 is Pocket 3. So I brought the Pocket 3 with me. I'm not even using it with the microphone right now. I'm just using it with the audio that's here. I have also brought my Sony ZV-E1 as well as my Power Zoom 16 to 35 millimeter lens. Both of them I have ND filters for, and that's really it in regards to production gear that I brought with me. I also did bring my DJI Mic 2s as well in case Stephanie and I wanted to do sort of like impromptu podcast, impromptu filming, anything like that. So really, we outside, but let me like try to set up and like let's do a proper how things. Let's debrief. Okay. Oh my goodness. So I'm at the Da Vinci Hotel that's located in Nelson Mandela Square. Essentially the square is like a really nice high-end mall, shopping, things of that nature, and then this lavish hotel. And so I will now be in Johannesburg for the next 4 days or so. This has been such an amazing experience. I'm happy to bring y'all along going through this because this feels like a once-in-a-lifetime trip for me. I hope it's not. I hope I will be able to do this many more times and bring y'all with me many more times, and you know, maybe one day even become slightly seasoned at doing this. But yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'm just taking it in, y'all. I'm just this little black girl. I have a thing as a Virgo. I have a thing where it's like, and on to the next thing and on to the next thing. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Getting onto the plane to come here, I was immediately like, and then when I get back, and this is a 16-day trip, so I was already like, getting onto the plane to come here, the 15-hour flight. I was like, and when I get back, I need to. And so I'm trying right now. This is the one reason why I like filming myself and speaking out loud. It's because it just helps me to like, girl, take a second and be like, oh, damn.
Sure. I take my shoes off. I stand up on here.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, and I'm like holding the video. I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, people are, because then I was like, who has cameras up here? This is rude. This is against short people.
Did you notice that I can't look out my keyhole? I'm too short, or my eye hole.
I would like to speak to the manager.
Like, I feel addressed because I was like, oh, let me see who's at the door, whatever, and I was like, oh, I'm too. Oh
yeah, this is for tall people.
I can't look out the eye hole because I'm too short. We are in
the richest square mile of the continent.
See, I forgot to say that part. We are in the richest square mile of the continent.
Now, who stole the richest is a different question. Sorry, this is Halil's channel. I just have to.
No, but go ahead, get bucked with him. I'm gonna grab my rest of my champagne.
Halil said, "I'm gonna exit the frame."
Welcome to Apartheid Museum. So the name Apartheid came about when the National Party won the election in 1948. That's when they chose apartheid. Apartheid is a system of discrimination and segregation based on ground of race.
Look, South Africa has its problems. I'm the first one to admit that. But I do think that we as Americans, if you're watching this anyway, can learn something from a younger democracy. Proportional representation, for example. They don't have an electoral college. Seats in their legislation are allocated by the number of votes the party receives. Also, they have more than 2 parties, but that's another video for another time, I know. So we're on a guided gallery tour through Johannesburg by a local artist and creative. Their election is a national holiday. Ours isn't. As we wait to see whatever the outcome of this election will be for us, I keep thinking about the South African flag and how it is designed to signify a new beginning while acknowledging a troubled past. The Y shape is convergence. It starts with 2 different pathways meeting together. The black, green, and gold represent the colors of the flags of their liberation groups, like the African National Congress. And then the red, the white, and the blue, colors from their colonial past. All of them come together, each acknowledging the other. All right, y'all, so I am out about a 45-minute drive outside of Johannesburg, or Joburg, as the locals say. Might as well give you all the lingo. Call it Joburg. They don't say Johannesburg the whole time. So this area is where they have found just like crazy, epically prehistoric fossils and so on and so forth. And apparently we're gonna go check some of them out. The club last night, the jazz club, oh my goodness. If you are ever in South Africa and you want to have a vibe of an evening, good food, good music, Marabi's the place to go. Like, that was such an amazing experience. I felt so alone. I really wish Mr. Halis was with me because I was like, oh my God, all these couples are here being cute. I want to be a couple looking cute. I want to look cute with my bae here. Thabo The Tourist, oh my gosh, he was such a wealth of knowledge on just the art culture scene here in Johannesburg. And just honestly making art just more approachable. Stephanie and I were looking at some of the pieces that were in the different galleries and realized like, oh, if we really connect with a piece of artwork here, we could totally actually buy it, you know? Not getting it to the United States, LOL. But the fact that it was really interesting to come halfway across the world to realize like, right, I can collect art. I could be an art collector, you know, like I can have my little collection and it be a vibe for me. And that area is called Rosebank in Johannesburg. It's basically like their art district. A lot of really neat galleries are happening over there. I do love to come to a different place and see what the art from locals is and how they're expressing themselves. And I will say something about the Johannesburg art scene is that the different mediums used to convey messages, to convey thoughts, to convey political ideas, etc., is really dope. I love the mixed media aspect of what they do here. Stephanie and I aren't annoyed with each other yet.
It's day 7.
We still got some time.
No, we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. But one thing that's really, you're always like slightly nervous about is when you travel with a friend or a colleague for the first time and you're just like, oh man, is this gonna work out? Or are we gonna be okay? Again, we're halfway into the trip, but so far so good. Me and Stephanie are still friends. So that's good. I love my country and I believe it can be better, but I know it has to happen together.
Last year they found some primate skull fragments. Not hominids, primates. But that's a good sign because we have already found some hominid teeth and some finger fragments. It's a reasonably good sign that if the scientists look hard enough, they'll find some more.
I'm Halis, endeavoring to persevere as always. And on this channel I document my chaotic good life. I'll see you when I see you.